Hi, Ocean Room. This is Mrs. Jackson again with your read aloud for today. We are going to be focusing on our moral focus virtue, which is what? What have we been doing? Compassion. Your I can statement is I can name and define compassion. So, how can you name the moral focus virtue? It's called compassion. Everybody say that with me. Compassion. Great job. And when you define the word compassion, that means you know the definition. Compassion means be a friend when others feel sad or need help. So for today's story, we are going to read The New Girl and Me. The New Girl and Me. Let's begin. The first day, the new girl comes to our class. The other girls all shout, "I'll show her around! I'll show her around!" When Miss Becky asks the new girl to tell us her name, the new girl says, "I have an iguana." Miss Becky says the new girl's name is Shakita, and we should make her feel right at home. I asked Miss Becky, "How can someone feel at home when she's at school?" Miss Becky says, "Well, Mia, that's something we say. It means to make her feel just like she does when she's at her own house." So I'm going to stop right here. How is making Shakita feel like she does at her own house a way to show compassion? So I'm trying to think as a detective and as a good reader. How do I feel at home in my own home, right? I feel warmth, love. I feel safe, right? And I feel like all my needs are met here. Let's continue on with our story. I wonder what Shakita feels like when she is at her own house with her iguana. I do not think she feels that way now, unless her house is like school. And she has 18 girls there who all want to show her around. And one boy named DJ who calls her Shakita Mosquito until she says, "I'll punch you in the head." I think it might be fun to show Shakita around. I want to know about Shakita and her iguana, but I do not want to get punched in the head. So I'm going to take a break right here. Who is showing compassion in the story? Let's think about it. Let's look at this again. Who is showing compassion? You remember, compassion is when you're being a friend to someone who feels sad or who needs help. Is anybody showing compassion in the story right now? No, I don't think anybody is right now if I was being a good reader. We have Mia who wants to maybe try to be compassionate, but she hasn't really went up to Shakita, has she, Ocean Room? No. And DJ, all he's talking about is teasing her, calling her Shakita Mosquito. That's not being nice, teasing her, is it? And then Shakita, she want to punch somebody in the head. Is that being nice or compassionate? Let's continue on in the story, Ocean Room. I asked Miss Becky, "What's an iguana?" Miss Becky says, "Well, Mia, let's look it up." She writes iguana on a card and she gives me a book called 100 Animals. I find the page that says iguana. It has pictures of lizards. Some of them look like dinosaurs. The word reads, iguanas have sharp teeth and claws. They can even grow up to 6 feet long. I am not sure I want to meet Shakita's iguana. The second day, Shakita comes to our class. The other kids all decide to play soccer with DJ. DJ says they have an even number and Shakita can't play. DJ never lets me play soccer either. I kick the ball wrong and the other team scores. Now, first off, how do you think that makes Shakita feels about the way DJ is treating her? Let's think about it. Let's take a picture. Let's take a look. How do you think she feels? As me being a good reader, I'm looking at the pictures and I'm looking at the text. DJ sure is making Shakita mad, isn't he? Shakita tells DJ, I ain't your friend. DJ tells Shakita, that's why you look like an iguana. When DJ says that, the whole class giggles and laughs. They all go to play soccer. What is Shakita doing and saying to DJ because of his actions? You think she wants to be his friend, or she wants to get closer to him because of all this? I don't think so. I wouldn't want to be anybody's friend who couldn't treat me right. Right, Ocean Room? I always tell you guys in the Ocean Room to do what to each other? Love each other. Let's continue reading. Shakita stays here with me. I look at Shakita. I think she does not feel like she does at home. Unless at her house, she has 28 boys and girls who all laugh at her. And one person who doesn't even talk to her. Even when Shakita's so sad that she sniffles and wipes her eyes. So, I'm going to stop right here. How is Shakita feeling now, Ocean Room? How do you know? So I'm going to take a moment. I'm thinking about everything that has happened. She wanted to play with her friends and her classmates. She's a new kid in school. She's just trying to get to know everybody. And instead, it's this little boy named DJ who's just being downright mean to her. And now, at this point in the story, I'm looking at her face with her eyes closed. And the text is saying she's sad and she's full of tears. Man, I think she's not happy at all. Do you think Mia can show compassion to Shakita? Think about it as we read on. Think about it. Because right now, Mia and Shakita are both alone. Maybe now Shakita would like for me to show her around. Maybe she will punch me in the head. I do not know what to say to Shakita. How's your iguana? I ask. Fine, Shakita says. She plays with her shoelace. I can tie your shoes 2 times so they won't untie. I try. It's called a double knot, Shakita says. I know, I say. Shakita ties her shoelaces herself. She is still sniffling. What's an iguana anyway? I ask. It's a green lizard. Oh, you know your iguana can grow up to 6 feet long, right? It's still a baby. Oh, well, what's your iguana's name? Igabel. Mia, she covers her mouth. She's trying to not laugh out loud. I can't help it. I laugh at Shakita's iguana's silly name. Now, will she punch me in the head from laughing? Instead, she laughs too. So I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to show you this picture. How is Mia trying to show compassion to Shakita? Just think about it. Well, as a good reader, I'm thinking about what compassion actually means. And I know being compassionate is when you are trying to be a friend to someone who feels sad or may need help. And I think when Mia was trying to offer her help to tie her shoes, she's really trying to be a good friend. You can hold her if you want, if you come over to my house, Shakita says. You know, could I feed her? Does she like lettuce? I like lettuce, I say. And Shakita laughs again. I show Shakita the 100 Animals book. She shows me which picture is like her iguana. It looks small enough to hold for now. I tell Shakita I thought her iguana might look like a dinosaur. Shakita says, "Oh, Mia." Then she